Welcome to Never Not Knitting RI. My name is Justine, and today is a dreary day in Rhode Island. It's Wednesday, February 28th. And I just thought, I would pop on here and do a little video and talk to you about some sweater whips that I have. If you watched me on the Skein Scoop podcast, you might know that I was talking with Lori yesterday about all of the sweater whips that I have. And I thought, you know what? I really need to finish some of them. I didn't even know how many I had. So I just sat down, pulled them all out, wrote down some information about when I started the sweaters, what they're made out of, where I got the yarn, all of those things. And I am gonna share it all with you and kind of talk about what one I should do first. I think that finishing objects is really satisfying. I just finished this last weekend, my Cozy Comfort Throw. So I felt like I had to share it on here too, because you all were with me when I started this. So this is using my Emma's Yarn Advent from 2023. It is the Cozy Comfort Throw. Plus, I added 5 skeins that I ordered from Emma's Yarn. So I have this awesome, huge blanket. It's huge. I should measure it. It's awesome. I had it on me last night while I was knitting. It was making me so happy. The kids, Charlotte loves it. I did have, I noticed last night, and I forgot to take it off because I cut my thumb really bad. I cut the tip of my finger when I was redoing my closet. I snapped a tape measure, the metal tape measure, and it got stuck in the top of my finger. It hurt so bad. So I've been gluing with liquid bandage the top of my finger, and it hurts so bad. All that to say, I didn't take off my little progress keeper here, which is so cute. Lori got me this. It is a little jar of fireflies, and it actually glows in the dark. I'm not 100% sure where she got this from though, sorry. I've got my coffee, I've got water, I've got all the things. So let's talk about sweater whips. Because finishing this felt so good. So I think if I finished something else and then continued working on my other projects, that would be great. Okay, so I think we can start maybe with the oldest whip that I have. And maybe I can talk to you about a little bit about like why this is stuck. I'm not sure. But anyway, here we go. I didn't think about how this is like crammed in here. Okay, so in my fireplace room, I have these awesome baskets filled with colorful rainbow scraps. I have so much yarn. It's crazy. So this is a pattern that I started April 19th, 2022. That is bad. And this is the Seaglass the Seaglass Sweater by Wool & Pine. And just looking at this, it is stunning. And this is so much work, but oh my God, it's so beautiful. Okay. All right, let's talk about it for a minute. Let's do an up close look. It's stunning. It is stunning. Okay, so this yarn is made up of a ton of scraps that I have. Oh, look at this. My kids threw garbage candy wrappers in with the yarn. It is a ton of scrap yarn in all vibrant, bright colors. And this is from Junk Yarn. And I can't remember the name of the gray. Shoot. I have more of it in my yarn cabinet. It's Junk Yarn. Sorry, that's all I can remember. So my main color, I'm holding the gray throughout the entire body. It feels weird to say I'm holding because I have not touched this in a year? That's crazy. So I don't know. I think it's, let me prop it up a little bit. I think it's lovely. I wonder if it's gonna be too small. And so I don't know if that's why I've stopped. There's a simple solution to that, right? I could put it on a barber cord and I could try it on and see if it's gonna be too small. Also, this. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Ugh. I already had on the back side woven in my ends up until I divided for sleeves. I don't know, I just think it might be too small for me, but lately my sweaters have been coming out a little big, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this. So it gives me no anxiety to have it just sitting here. It makes me worried, like it's not something that it's calling to me to knit. It's a fine pattern. I do know that, oh my God, it's so much work. This is so much work. Like, what am I doing? Why am I not working on this? I did choose very randomly to pull the yarn out of the buckets, but I don't know if you could tell, you probably can't, but if you see this dark, like purpley color, I have it again here and I have it again here, equally apart, because I tried to look at what I had done and pull that color out again. I don't know about this one. This is one where, like, yeah, I should finish it. I mean, if I finished it and didn't love it, I could sell it, I guess. It's so much work. It's just so much work. I could also just keep it short sleeves and maybe that might make me feel like, okay, it's doable, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Suggestions, let me know what you think. This is the Seaglass Sweater. It's my oldest sweater whip from 2022. That's insane. Okay. My next sweater whip is also from 2022. And this one feels stupid that it's not done. But I'm not reaching for it. So I'm not exactly sure. It's in a bag from Bags by Joe, our friend Judy Olson, who makes bags for the shop. She makes these huge drawstring bags, and I love this one with a little sheep. It's so cute. We don't sell these on skeinyarnshop.com, but if you like any of them, or if you're interested in something like that, you can call the shop and we can FaceTime shop. Okay, so this I started in 2022. It is from May 17th, 2022. And this is the Summer Flirt Tee by Jill Karina Bow. And I used Moondrake Yarn Company's merino linen. And it has the most beautiful lace top that is a very deep yoke. I think the color is beautiful. I don't know, I should have had a tape measure here. I don't know, like that much of the body. It's a pretty decent amount, like maybe 7 inches. I don't know. Why am I not working on this? It's just not screaming to me. This is a short sleeve tee. I should do it. I should finish it up. This is the electric pink candy colorway of the Moondrake. Guys, I mean, there's not much to say about it. I think it's going to be stunning. Why? What do you think? It's so pretty. It's a really gorgeous sweater. I should just take it out and start working on it. It's not that far away from being done. What's wrong with me? Okay, my next whip is one that means a lot to me. It is a sweater that sweater's quantity of yarn that I have purchased. I don't know why I have all these needles in here. Oh yeah, it is oh, I do have a tape measure. Hold on. Let's see how long that yoke is. I mean, not the yoke, the body on this one. I could go measure like my Alpine Bloom. Yeah, it's 8. Ooh, it's like almost 8.5, 9 inches long. So I should really just measure my Alpine Bloom and see how much longer I want it to go to be the same length as that, and I should finish that. Okay, this next one is yarn that I bought from my first trip to Rhinebeck in 2022, and I cast this on in March of 2023. So this is the Sassy Cardigan by Bonnie DeRoche, and I am using yarn from La Bien-Aimée. I'm using her Super Sock? Is that what it's called? Her Merino Super Sock in this gorgeous color called Amy's Shawl. It's 75/25 merino nylon, and I'm also using her her Kumo, La Bien-Aimée's Kumo, which is her mohair. Nope, Surrey. I don't know what is wrong with me. The Kumo is 74% baby Surrey, 26% mulberry silk, and this is the colorway Ichigo. Okay, so I really should pick this up and get going. Okay, so this is the Sassy Cardigan. It is in pieces. I have the whole back completed. This actually reminds me so much of the sweater that I'm wearing. So I have the entire back completed. Okay, and then I have one of the front panels. I think this is the left. Nope. I don't know, the right. Yes, it's the left, sorry. The left panel of the front completed. I think it's going to be so cute. It feels so good. I'm not sure what happened that made me put this down. I know I was working on this at the same time as I was working on my Oxa by Caitlin Hunter. I think this was like the next thing that I picked up to work on after I finished that sweater. I'm not sure why it's just sitting in a bag. I feel sad for it. I feel like I should take this out. This is a good one. Do you hear the heavy sigh? Maybe this is a bad idea. I'm getting overwhelmed. Eek. This is in a bag that I got at Cake Palooza. This is my first and my only Tanny Casey bag. I don't think I have any more. I love this bag. I love this bag. What is wrong with me? I keep saying that. What is wrong with me? All right, my next thing that I had cast on I cast on in May of 2023. And I did this because my friend Angie did this and I was obsessed with Angie's. So, and looking at this, my God, it is gorgeous. It is, I remember it well. I was feeling overwhelmingly bored by my knitting. Nothing was difficult. It was all in those places where I would pick it up and start working on it and then just be like, it's boring, and I would put it away. So Angie had purchased this yarn and I had the same yarn from a Miss Babs trunk show. So this is the Folklore Cardigan by Amy Gunderson out of Miss Babs Yowza. And I started this on May 19th, and it is an all over cable texture cardi. It's been folded up and put into a bag. And I remember, like, whatever I had been working on, I was sort of like bored with. The pink is also from Miss Babs. I believe it is her sock base held double. I mean, I know it is her sock base held double, but I'm not sure the color. The color of this is black peppercorn of the Yowza. And I fell in love with Angie's when I saw it. And she did it just exactly how Taylor Swift's Folklore Cardigan is, with the navy, dark gray navy accent color. And I started this because I felt like I was really bored with all the things that I was making and nothing was really challenging me. And this was fun. It was something that I was doing, sitting, and yeah, I like it. I'll definitely at some point, I just need to like commit to this again. The pattern was not easy, I will say. There is a Folklore Cardi that's a free version. I highly suggest that you pay for the paid version. I just think it is quite beautiful, and I really do enjoy knitting with this yarn. And I have nothing like this in my wardrobe. Like this is like I'm not rushing to it, but I'm sure a time will come again where I get like bored with other things. Apparently that's what I do. My next 3 sweaters are more recent sweaters, although I was sort of surprised to see when I had cast this on. The next one I cast on was on September 17th of 2023. I'm also putting it in one of Judy's bags that has the big drawstring. I love this alpacas and the cacti. So cute. This is one that you've seen before, probably recently on the podcast, on Scoop Podcast. This is my No Frills Sweater by Petite Knit, made out of hedgehog fibers, Tweety, in the Bliss colorway. This yarn was gifted to me by my good friend Laura Ross, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. I think it's stunning. Of course, now it's in that boring spot, right? All of my sweaters are in those boring spots. So I was actually contemplating when I finish this ball of this next skein, I might put it on hold and do the sleeves. And I think that might give me a little bit of motivation to get off of Sleeve Island. 7 sweaters is too many sweaters to have lingering. I have to make a choice. I have to make a decision. I have to get some of this going. Recently, I have been getting into reading more. Some of my girlfriends, we are doing like, not a book club, but we all happen to be reading this same book. It's called Fourth Wing. And of course, I don't know the name of the author, but when when asked to describe it, I would say it's so far, it's like kind of like Hunger Games meets Game of Thrones meets How to Train Your Dragon. That's what it seems like. So I'm enjoying it, and I read on my Kindle, and I prop up my Kindle on a, it's called a Flippy. It's like a triangular foam thing that holds my Kindle, and I read and I knit. And so I pulled out this next one from September, and I've been working on this while I've been reading, and I've been making some pretty good progress, so that makes me happy. I love this sweater. I love, 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 love this sweater. This is sweater number 23 by My Favorite Things. I'm using Red Stag Fiber Estate Aran, and it was a really fun construction. You knit flat for a bit, so I believe I started in the back, and you knit this back section, right? And then once you get deep, to here, you come back and you pick up for the shoulders, which created this beautiful, it's not an I-cord seam, but this beautiful seam. And then you start knitting down the front of it, create a neck band, and then once you get the arms to the right length, you start working in the round. So now I'm in the round. I've done about 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 inches on the body, and it goes pretty quick. It's Aran, it's gorgeous. The yarn is a really beautiful taupey brown, and this is not usually my thing, but I think it's gonna look really nice. It has, I have to go back and pick up for a collar, and it has, I gotta do sleeves obviously, and I just think this is gonna be like very sweatshirty, and I really love it. I think the color is spectacular. I think it's gonna be really flattering. So that one is something that I am pretty much daily working on. Of course, in the month of March, if you don't know, I'm going to be doing a bike ride, not one bike ride, but I'm going to be riding 200 miles in the month of March for the Alzheimer's Association. It's called the Ride to End Alzheimer's. And I am personally affected by Alzheimer's. My grandparents, my father's parents both had Alzheimer's, and my dad was also last summer diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. It's a very terrible disease, and it's something that, it's a weird thing because it's almost like you keep things a secret, and it's easy to sort of just keep it a secret, but then it's not something that you can get any kind of support from, and any kind of like feeling of being comforted. So I decided to do this ride. I'll be riding on my Peloton, and it's a lot of hours to be putting in to my bike, which is good. It's all a good thing, right? But I've been so unbelievably touched by the generosity and the love and support, even just from comments of people who have similar stories or know someone with Alzheimer's or have suffered with a loved one. And I think it's really important, and it's been really good for myself and my sister also, to sort of put it out there. Like, it's not a secret. It shouldn't be a secret. We all have things going on in our lives. And for me, it felt like really good to finally say, my dad has Alzheimer's and it sucks. So one thing I can do is ride my bike and, tell people and take comfort in the support that I'm getting. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. So that means that my bike riding is going to be taking up some of my knitting time, but I've sort of trying to get into a better routine in my life, spending less time on my phone, less time watching TV, And this is great because I can knit and I can read, and it makes me feel like I'm not just lounging around watching TV, you know? So anyway, that's where I went with that. I'm not sure. And the last sweater whip that I have, not whip, just sweater whip that I have, is one that I started and y'all have seen it. It is the all yellow cardi by Meiju Callio. And I am using Les Garçons Fluff for this. And it's spectacular. It is so good. I will admit that once I got into this zone of just wanting to crush this competition and finish my blanket, I put everything else aside except for some socks that went around with me in the car. Sorry. I cast this on January 27th, 2024. It's a beautiful sweater. It's beautiful. I can't believe how many cardigans I have. I've got this one. I have the Folklore Cardi and the Sassy Cardi. That is three cardigans. And that leads me to my next thing. I just got yarn from the trunk show that we had at the yarn store with Hope Made Yarn Co. And I just got yarn to make the Le Pouf pullover was what I was thinking of doing. And as much as I want to just cast that on, I am going to control myself and I am going to try to finish some of these things. I have to set some goals for myself because it's I think the only way I can do it. In pulling all of these things out, I think a few things have come up in my head. Firstly, I really think I want to prioritize this cardigan, my Sassy Cardi. I love the way it feels. I could not love this color more. I think it's stunning. And let's see, if I've done the back and I've done one front, I have another front and 2 sleeves to go, and then seaming and then picking up our button band and all those things. I really want to finish this. It's been on the needles for coming up on a year. I should keep this one out. I should do that. The other ones, I'm just not sure what I'm gonna do. I know I'm gonna continue working on all my favorite things, sweater number 23, because that's probably the easiest to not have to pay attention, and I'm just reading and knitting on that. I definitely want to finish I want to finish all the things. I can't cast on a new sweater until I finish one of these sweaters. Now, maybe it would be the easiest to go to my summer Flirt tee and pull that out and just finish that really quickly. But it's not going to be worn right away because it's still February. So maybe I can just wait on that. I'm definitely in no rush for my Folklore Cardi, and I'm in no rush for the Woolen Pine sweater. The other ones I really would love to have that the No Frills sweater finished. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? I guess I'm really glad I did this, even though I'm now like slightly overwhelmed. I think that this is all very good. It's good to look at your things every once in a while and decide where you're at. I don't feel pressure with the Seaglass. I don't feel pressure with any of them. I just know that I have other things I want to make, but I should just pick a few and focus, because that's how you get things done. This was a ton of knitting, and I know I can get things done. I have been working a lot on my DK Jelly Roll blanket because it brings me a lot of joy. It makes me very happy, and it's really easy to feel like successful with it. I really recommend that pattern. This is just looking so pretty to me. I think I just need to, I think I need to take this one out of the rotation, out of the closet, if you will, because these were all in the closet. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I hope that you enjoyed this rambly episode of me chatting about my whips, and I hope that you're having a really great week and a great day. I have to go and take Harrison to go get some immunizations. And I need to, he's got a basketball game tonight, like a playoff game. So we've got to go do that, which means that I've got to get out of here. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.